Hello there everybody, and welcome back to Atelier Meruru. Last time we left off, I was about to get synthesis crazy in order to try and make a couple of items for our development quests. A month in-game has passed, and that is pretty much exactly what I've done. I've done what I can in the development section in terms of finishing off some of these requests. So the first thing I did, of course, was I made 5 S-quality bombs. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought that I was maybe going to have a bit of a problem making them, but I was able to make S-quality supplements, and I also had good quality things that I needed to make the bombs. So simple for me to do and very, very close to Arles for me to deliver. We're going to do that in this video. Quayle Forest, I'm still looking to get a couple of things for. I have the Mighty Filters. I don't even have the recipe for the land clasp yet, so that is going to have to wait. And I'm also waiting on the Living Cart. So that's going to be a request I may or may not get done. I generally don't actually get this one done when I play this game, so it'll be interesting to see if I do. I have everything that I need for Yuval. I have the magic stones, and I also have the new land rations, which took a little while to make. I had mentioned in the last video that you need a lot of different ingredients to make them, but it was actually a lot easier than I thought to get the HP recovery extra large as an effect, which was a huge bonus and saved me a lot of time. And finally, before we actually leave Arles, I'm going to deliver the tools that Peter had wanted, so we can maybe see what it is that he's up to, because he didn't really give us any indication of what he needed the tools for, but we're helpful and we made it for him anyways. So let's set out and let's go to Namiki Road first. And let's give Peter his tools. I'm sure he'll be happy. And we get some very, very easy development points as well, because there's no requirements you really have to meet, you just have to make the item. And that's what I like about these requests in town, is they're super easy. These are perfect! Now I can finally make my dream come true. You're very welcome. Are you leaving now? Yep. Just wait till I come back and give you the good news. And off he goes. He's overflowing with energy. He's totally different from his carriage job. I hope it all turns out okay. Well, I hope he's not going to be doing anything too strange with those tools, because Peter's kind of a strange guy. But anyhow, let's head out to the world map now. Alright, so unfortunately nothing new has really happened on the world map. I actually really haven't been playing this game a lot, and I haven't done a whole lot since last time we left off. We really need to get some more development points in order to build more things, because we really don't have any at the moment. First stop is going to be the Arles National Mine to deliver those bombs. So we need to find the soldier first. And I think I already mentioned this in a previous video, but this is the final upgrade to the mine. So after this, we shouldn't get any more requests from this area, and we will be able to actually get access to rainbow fragments. We don't have to go all the way to the other side of the world map to get them, which is really cool because they are very useful. We get 20 points for delivering these bombs, and as you can see, the wall behind us has now been blasted away. And then finally we can get our hands on some rainbow fragments. Now some of these aren't the greatest quality, but you may just want to pick them all up anyways because they all have different traits. And if you have enough of them, you can kind of pick and choose which ones you like, which is really nice when you're synthesizing equipment, to have a lot of choice so you can make a variety of different weapons and armor for your different characters that best suits them. I guess it also won't hurt to try and pick up a few items I really don't think at this point in the game I need to worry about picking up anything I don't really need, but just in case it turns out I need some of this stuff, might as well pick it up while I'm here. And we now have the equipment archive, which will increase our synthesis rate, and we get a nice population increase. And moving on from here, of course, we're going to want to go to Yuval, because we're able to develop this area again once more, which is pretty exciting. Just because this area is quite barren, but even now, it's really growing from where it was when we first got here, that's for sure. So now we just need to strengthen the wooden houses for the people to live in and to feed them, which is also probably something that they're going to need if they're working very, very hard on this area. It always amazes me how quickly these areas come together. Most areas you only need to develop 4 or 5 times before it's fully done, but going from the first time you develop it all the way to the last, there are some wicked changes. Just like with Trom Plateau, how different that place looks from when you first get there to when you finish is really quite astounding. And of course, as you develop, the items that you can pick up are going to be a lot better, so if you're looking for better quality items, then you may want to wait until you develop the area. And we are done here. Apparently I can't go across this bridge. I guess it's just a little dock. But there's water here and everything, which is really nice as well. Really adds to the whole scenery. An ant has moved. I'm hoping it's going to move closer to us. Well, I wasn't thinking that close. I did mention, I think in the last video, that I really wanted to try and go to Mount Velis and Forest now that we're a higher level. We're level 40, 41. The max is 50, and at this point in the game, I can probably try and challenge Mount Velis and the Forest of Ent, but I didn't actually get the opportunity to go through and practice and come up with a good strategy, and I don't really like rushing into an area blind just in case I lose. So unfortunately, I'm going to put that off for another time, yet again. I've actually been playing a lot of Atelier Totery for the billionth time, as well as the newest release, Atelier Aisha. Okay, so let's move some items to the container. And we now have a couple of things that we can do now that we're in Arles. I can probably fit a couple of more things into this video. We now have 120 development points. That's absolutely huge in comparison to what we had at the start of the video. And we're very, very close to another rank up. We also have a few letters to collect, so we should go do that first. And let's see what we have here. We have vicious monsters. At the Modus Ruins, that dragon was nothing compared to these things. Could these be the ones that brought the area to ruin in the first place? That sounds very serious. I thought we had more letters than that. I'm actually really surprised we only had the one. I probably won't bring that to Rufus right away, just because it seems like we go see Rufus a whole heck of a lot. We got a new bulletin, and I can probably do a couple of requests here, because a lot of these are very easy because I have such a big abundance of supplies. For the most part, there are a couple of items that I only have a select number of, like the fruits and the mudheads, for example. I have so many swords, giving Totery 1 is not a huge deal, and I get a lot of money for it. So sometimes it's good to stock up on a lot of items, especially if they are requested a lot. Not that I really need to do a lot of requests, seeing how much money I have and how rarely I actually use it. And this is a brand new bulletin that Hannah has just put up last month while we were out traveling. And a lot of this is just how filthy stinking rich we are. Our wallet is packed with coal. and Hannah is advertising her shop for the first time, which is kind of weird because she has always written this paper, and a lot about how much we've been traveling on the world map, which to me is odd because it really feels like I've been stuck in Arles for quite a while, or at least for the last couple of videos. But again, there is nothing here that's really all that exciting, and our stats, everything is in the plus. So I think we've been doing pretty well for ourselves, in my opinion, not to toot my own horn. So let's go back to the workshop. Okay, so I think that this is probably a good place to leave off. I truthfully don't know what I'm gonna do in the next video. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of the other Atelier games, and this one has kind of been put on the back burner, not purposely. So I'm gonna try my best to get back into it and do a couple of things that's gonna vary from this cycle we seem to be stuck in. Thank you guys for the continued support and watching these videos, and I hope that I will see you next time.